This movie was slow and timid. No, it's fast and it's also furious, yeah. Furious 7. So in the last movie, Luke Evans played Owen Shaw. Owen Shaw was taken down by the family. And now his big brother, Deckard Shaw, or should I say Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham, is now out for revenge against the furious family. Early on, you can feel that this film is very different from its last installment. I mean, Furious 6 was just this like ridiculous, adventurous film. Like, this film was great because it kept all of that, yet it portrayed a rather serious, more dramatic tone. Which actually like amped up the intensity. I really gotta give credit to James Wan for taking on this franchise. In case you guys don't know who he is, he directed films like Saw, Insidious, The Conjuring. So this dude primarily has a horror movie background, which at first sounded like an odd choice for like the next Fast and Furious film. But after watching it, there's no one else I would have had rather do this movie. Think about it, this guy has worked for many years on suspense, and he brought that level of suspense to this movie. This film has a lot of ridiculous, like unbelievable moments. Even in those times, it was still kind of intense. Remember that scene in the trailer when Paul Walker's running up the bus? That's a scary fucking... yeah. But like beyond the suspense, he also knew when to make it fun. He knew when to make it heartfelt. He knew when to shoot it like a music video. I swear, like, the first 10 minutes, you're just looking at women's asses. I didn't like that, baby. I didn't like looking at all those asses at the beginning of the movie. Liar. The other great thing about bringing him on board is that I think he understands characters better too. I think he can direct actors better as well. So this film certainly had character, it certainly had emotion, and unlike earlier installments prior to Fast 5, the drama actually really aids in the storytelling. Writing 101 will teach you that character is the most important ingredient to any screenplay. He also really knew how to capture Jason Statham and everything I do. I'm a badass. He establishes Deckard Shaw really well. You can immediately see how intense this guy is. And the film like kind of starts off from his perspective, so you sort of understand what this dude's so angry about. I mean, his brother is crippled. His penis probably doesn't work anymore. If my brother's penis didn't work anymore, I would be concerned. I don't know, I would go after the people that did that to him. Because if they're willing to do that to him, what would they do to me? He just wants to avenge a family member. And out of all the Fast and Furious films, this villain was set up the best. Because Jason Statham, he's an intimidating motherfucker. He probably fucks mothers too sometimes. And it was cool to see Jason Statham, who was usually a protagonist, now in an antagonist role, and is quite believable in it as well, yes. Oh, and that clip that was released online that everyone was asking me to watch, I totally avoided it because I wanted to just see it in the movie when I watched the movie. But that fight scene with Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson, holy shit. Those two dudes were like trying to butt fuck each other or something, man. They were going at it rough. It's cool because we know The Rock can fight and we know Jason Statham can fight, but we also know they have two very different styles. So when you see that style come together in brutality, it's fucking entertaining to watch. And Dwayne Johnson isn't in this movie a whole lot, but I love him as Hobbs. Because Hobbs takes himself so serious that he's kind of a joke, but at the same time you wouldn't fuck with him because, I mean, look at him. And at the beginning of this movie, Vin Diesel is still trying to get Michelle Rodriguez to remember. He's like, stop having amnesia, bitch! But I want to talk about Michelle Rodriguez really fast. I think she deserves a lot more credit for her work in these last two films. She really captures like this lonely, lost soul with like a mysterious anger. She's just dirty and nasty, but she's like kind of attractive for some reason. Can't quite pinpoint it, you know? Because she's kind of like a dude, but like hot dude. But she's someone who can't remember her past. And all Vin Diesel can see is the last 15 years they had together. She is someone who needs to find herself. And it came across slightly cheesy, but yet, even though it was cheesy, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling the emotion here. I'm feeling the emotion. Even in cheesy moments, the emotion is felt. And we get to see Michelle Rodriguez at one point in a more sexy, classy red outfit. And she fights that fighter, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, I know, baby. That was a cool fight. Nothing like watching two hot bitches go at it. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah.
Paul Walker is now a dad who misses the bullets. I must say, I found myself occasionally asking myself, what are they gonna do with Brian O'Connor? Are they gonna fully wrap him up? Will this be a worthy payoff or a worthy send-off? I'm not just saying this. This was the best Brian O'Connor we have gotten from the Fast and Furious franchise. I thought he was totally entertaining to watch. He's everything we already like about Paul Walker, but even more. He's more natural, he's more confident. He was a father in real life, so it's nice to see like his fatherly side. And like every website has been mentioning this, but there's a ending tribute at the end to Paul Walker. Everyone's saying like it's a good send-off for Paul Walker. And yeah, it was great. It was very moving. And like a lot of people in the theater, I was crying. My girlfriend wasn't crying though. She punched me in the face. Vin Diesel as Dominic Toretto is the master at being cool. It's about cars and family. He says every line with confidence. Even when he's panicking, he still looks kind of confident. You know, he leads this mega franchise, and there's no one else better to lead this particular franchise. Like, The Rock occasionally says cheesy lines that sound super fucking cheesy. Vin Diesel can take a cheesy line and make it sound so cool. Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris are black. They're back. I love these guys. Tyrese is a jokester, Ludacris is tech savvy, and I really like seeing Ludacris in this role because he is a well-known rapper, but he doesn't portray a rapper's type of image at all in these films. He's believable as kind of the nerdy one of these guys, but a cool nerd. And Tyrese, I love how he's so confident, so charismatic, and he's not afraid to make an ass out of himself. Like, one thing I would say is that this film could have used just a tad bit more humor, but the humor really stays alive between Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris. Last performance I gotta mention, Kurt Russell as Mr. Nobody. From the trailer, I thought he would literally just be that. Someone who's like, oh, it's Kurt Russell, but he's just playing a normal dude. No, this guy is a character. You have to cast an actor like Kurt Russell to play this character. He's fun to watch. It was a delightful surprise. At times, you don't know if you should trust him or not, but I would still love to see this character continue in the franchise. Now, of course, how can you do a Fast and Furious review without mentioning the action sequences? The action sequences are beyond awesome. There's a lot of action. And there's about 4 majorly awesome scenes that come to mind. You've seen a lot of the footage in the trailer. The chase through the canyons was great. The car falling out of the airplane was awesome. Jason Statham and The Rock fighting. And it is one long, epic finale. Like, it is a long, epic finale. Like the orgasm I had the other night. Oh! But the finale's still intense, it's still creative. There's a lot of wonderful payoffs and it does each character justice. Oh, wait, okay, I gotta mention you. Tony Jaa is in this. He's the Ong Bak Thai warrior dude. I completely forgot he was even gonna be in this. But I'm glad he makes an appearance because he really gotta show off his unique set of skills in a big American franchise. And I hope this gets him more attention. So yes, this film is everything you loved about Fast 5 and Furious 6 and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. The best one of them all. Quote me on that. Take me seriously. But this one has even more substance. Let me get straight to the point here. All in all, I gotta say, Furious 7 got it fast and furiously right. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my review for Furious 7. You can go ahead and leave your thoughts on Furious 7 in the comment box below, because I'm an interactive YouTuber. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, because I'm an interactive YouTuber. And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time one of my videos or reviews is out, go ahead and click on this button on my dick to subscribe, because I'm an interactive YouTuber. That's right, the dick. Let me tell you something about this little race car. Every time his motor begins to rev, as well as the engine, and he greets his beautiful lady, he treats her to something that is pounding fast and furiously. 7 times in a row. And when he's done, she's not. She always asks for one last ride. Oh!